I'm at Blackstone Meatball. I got my food. Yeah.
Hello? Wanna be a munchy boy?
Munchy Boys Video Podcast Edition.
Yeah, the edition in which we have social distancing.
Oh, that's right. We're social distancing.
See, we're so cautious, and we get takeout, we're careful, we got a mask, we use sanitizer, we get home, and we're streaming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not with Aaron. I mean, look at our backgrounds. I mean, come on.
We're completely far away. He's not right there. We're not all shooting this green screen. I promise.
I'm not playing pinball. I mean, I'm in my little office. I mean, come on.
Yeah, how would he even know there's pinball here?
Yeah.
Mm.
So how's it going,
So,
Aaron?
wow. Going good. We're, what are we, week 8 into this now?
I think that's right. Yeah.
And despite global pandemic, we're still carrying on.
Absolutely. Is that always my go-to? Absolutely. That's basically my bridge.
This is going to be our second video.
Yep. Second video episode on YouTube.
If you're listening to this on Spotify, I'm sorry.
Yep. Sorry. I mean,
If you're watching this on YouTube, this is highly entertaining, and you should share it. You should share it with all your friends and tag everybody, because everybody's been clamoring for more of this.
hell yeah.
We had comments like, give the people what they want, ranks higher in the metrics, or whatever that means, and
It does. I think it ranks.
but it's also a lot
up
more
there.
work on our end. Look, we've got to set things up and turn things on,
And we even changed up our backgrounds today. We kind of mix it
Yeah.
up sometimes. I mean, maybe it'll just be, 2 different locations, but that's mixing it up,
And how about that new video intro?
Hello? Wanna be a munchy boy?
Oh my gosh. I'm loving that.
I know, right?
I'm loving that. Huh.
So good. He hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, we're supposed to bluff a little bit. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bluff a little bit. Yeah, he saw it. Gwyneth Paltrow was over his shoulder when he saw it too.
Oh yeah.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
She was, and her candle.
I took a bite.
Oh my God, that is quintessential Munchie Boys to just not even think.
No, that's worse than when you almost put like Parmesan on your
Well,
pizza.
I just took a
last
sip.
week.
I mean, that's not as detrimental, but folks, I have a Kroger seltzer water, 0 calories, caffeine free, naturally flavored pink grapefruit.
Whoa,
That's what I'm sipping on today.
I'm gonna use my little B camera here
Ooh.
to record my Mountain Dew Zero Sugar
Ooh.
in a Simpsons glass.
Absolutely 0 sugar.
This refreshing Mountain Dew moment brought to you by nobody.
It was so refreshing. I actually accidentally go, right when you did. Oh man, you should have wore a headband one where it's tilted down at your food as you're like munching it. Like,
Oh yeah,
if you,
the munch cam.
yeah.
What am I gonna do with this camera, people? Leave a comment in the comment section. Is there a comment section? There should be.
I think there is on YouTube. I mean, they have their anonymity if they want to say something.
I could just set it up here and have it be like a time lapse of like all the munchiness.
You could. That'd be funny.
Tony, I'm gonna be the one to ask this time. Wait.
Oh my Lord.
Right on cue, the attract mode for Back to the Future, the pinball machine goes off. I'm probably gonna have to cut that so we don't get a copyright strike.
Okay.
But
So then we'll just pretend like you just asked me again. Yeah.
yeah, or just leave it in and see what happens.
But what were you going to ask? I didn't hear that.
I forget. Oh, what did we do today? Where'd we go? What'd we get?
Ladies and gentlemen, we went to the Blackstone Meatball, and I am so
Meatball?
excited.
Look at how excited he is. You can't fake that level of excitement in his face. I wish you could.
The Blackstone Meatball.
The Blackstone, a meatball.
Also known as just Meatball. And I call it that. I'll say, hey guys, want to go to Meatball? You know what I mean?
They know what you're talking about. They always know.
Oh, they know.
Um,
A lot of times they've been where we've been. Anyway, go on. Yeah.
For people who don't know what meatball or the Blackstone meatball or Blackstone meatball. Did I say meatball yet?
Maybe, but say it again.
Tell the people what it is. What's it all about? And who runs it and what's going on? Why did we go there?
The Blackstone Meatball. Aaron's pinball machines keep going off. This is amazing.
I turned the Simpsons arcade off because the attract mode goes on every 30 seconds. Like,
that is amazing.
And
the Blackstone Meatball is a restaurant in the Blackstone district in Omaha. Cowabunga, man. Featuring meatball-based items. Basically, you pick your style. Do you want a bowl with pasta? Or do you want a sub, a big old meatball sub? Or do you want little sliders with all different types? And your ball, pick your ball is part 2. Pick your ball is the classic beef, romesco pork. Oh, my mouth was just watering. Ugh!
Yeah, I know.
That's sick. Right? Romesco pork, pesto chicken, or the vegan ball. And then pick your sauce, marinara, pesto, or garlic Alfredo. And don't think it stops there, folks. There's starters, cheese bread, bacon wrapped jalapenos, onion rings, Blackstone Caesar salad, house salad, waffle fries, pasta, roasted veggies, creamy cauliflower, and it goes on and on and on and on. But it's great. Am I zany today? I feel like I'm getting a little wacky.
You're a little wacky. You must have got more sleep than I did, Tony.
How much snooze did you get?
Just take a wild guess.
3.5 hours.
That's probably more than I got.
Oh my gosh.
You
keep staying
probably
up.
went to sleep around 5:30 or 6.
Oh my god.
Thinking this will be great. I'll snooze. I'll get a call from Tony. We'll do meatball.
Yeah.
Then somebody texts me at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god, don't you hate those wake up texts?
So all morning I was like,
my pet peeve with that is, don't you hate? First of all, I hate getting those texts that wake you up. Second of all, even more than that, I hate when people are like, well, why don't you just turn your phone on silent? It's like, well, that's not really an option. You need to be able to answer.
Well, normally what I do is I just leave the phone in the other room. But then what happens is on days where we've got meatball, at noon or whatever.
Yeah. You didn't want to be like, Peter, we slept in from Home Alone.
Oh, right.
That one was way too deep.
We left Kevin home alone from Home Alone.
That was way too deep.
So what'd you get at the meatball?
Okay, so at meatball, I'm going to hold this up to the camera. I got the, let's see here. I got to look at the menu to describe everything. I got the vegan ball slider with the pesto. I got the chicken. Let's see, the pesto chicken ball with the garlic Alfredo. I got a classic beef with marinara and then a romesco pork with marinara.
Romesco pork.
I'm going to turn my hand into a lazy Susan.
More like a lazy Tony. I shouldn't be insulting Tony. That's not nice.
The sauces came in little plastic ramekins. And I just said that because I love saying ramekin on this podcast.
What a weird word.
Yeah, ramekin. I'm shaking up my sauces.
The ramification of the mification.
I'm shaking them up. I want to shake up my sauces, make sure they're all perfect and warm and mixed up.
Shake them up.
Ooh, creamy Alfredo.
I should have set the camera on you. The other camera, the GoPro.
Just on that, yeah. That'd be funny.
So while you're shaking that up, I'll tell people what I got. I've been living off of crap in my microwave, micro or freezer that I can microwave for I don't know how many weeks now besides our Munchie Boys. So I'm going all out. My plan is to eat all of this, fall into a coma.
And then nap?
Sure.
Ooh, that sounds great.
So here's what I got. I got the bowl, right? So I got meatballs. I got the beef meatballs on a bed of waffle fries.
Oh, nice.
With the marinara. I got the chicken sub with an Alfredo, the white Alfredo sauce.
I'm glad you got multiple items. All the more merrier and more to talk about.
Oh my gosh, Tony. You're going to be so jelly.
Oh, man, come on.
Jalapeno poppers.
Oh, the bacon wrap.
I got the jalapeno bacon wrap, the poppers.
I'm jealous of that.
With a little tomato and some sort of sauce that I probably won't eat because, I don't know.
Oh, man. See, and then, of course, I kind of screwed myself because when you called me, I was out on a run. And then so I was thinking, well, I did go running today. I better just get 4 sliders. I don't need bacon wrapped or anything like that, even though now I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, I called Tony. He was on a run. I wasn't even like wearing pants. But you can do that now. It's a new world. It's a brave new world. Wait, don't say that.
Oh, and Aaron.
But look at this.
What were we going to say?
What? What
Oh,
were you
no.
gonna say?
Let's finish the sauces. Talk about that. Yeah.
So I've got the marinara sauce here. They give it to you in like a little separate container, which is nice because that way you can dump it on your food when you're ready and your fries, your waffle fry base.
When you're fully
isn't
ready.
soggy.
Yeah.
I don't like soggy waffle fries.
That's the veggie one.
Crunchy.
Looking at all my stuff, trying to figure it out to see what I need to dump on what. The pork, not the beef.
Can't we go one podcast without you talking about dumping on things, Sonny?
And then, of course, I quoted heavyweights. The pork, not the beef.
This is Aaron's sauce dump
Yep, I'm dumping too.
cam here.
Ooh, yeah. Pour it.
So what is Blackstone Meatball? How do they fare in these times? What do we do? Did we carry out? Did we do takeout? Was it drive through? I mean, I forget. It was only like 20 minutes
so
ago.
listen to what they have. They have their system down. We called in the order. Well, first off, did you place your order online? Because I did.
I did.
Yeah, so you get online, you go on their website. They have one of those interactive actual ordering systems. Ooh, look at that. That looks great. They have one of those interactive ordering systems. So I placed my big order because I got Whitney stuff too. So then I pushed, it told me once I placed it, I paid online. So no interactions of paying really. Besides we had to sign something, but I'll get to that. So it said it'll be ready by this time. We both got there. We walked into the door, but they have their little kiosk right there. I brought my sanitizer, so I wasn't worried about going into a door. And all I had to do was sign, pick up my bag, and then leave. But that's it. Yep. Oh, and I will say that I always love this guy, the general manager, and on the website, all around good guy, which he is. Joe Wrench was there. He was the one that gave us our stuff. I love him. And he was excited about Aaron's DeLorean because I think he looked out the window and was like, whoa, a DeLorean. I got to see that. So he came out and took a pic.
There's no monkeying with Wrench.
Nope. Yeah.
All right. People with the last name Gum shouldn't be casting name
The name stones.
What is this? Seriously? Again?
That is so funny. It's like, play me. Ooh, yeah. We got the Munchie
right, I might have
boys
to
and
turn
we
the audio down
picking
those
up
things here.
meatball. Do.
Meat and a meatball ball. Actually, you know what? It probably won't even really be picked up on the mics too much. Let's dig into the food, man. This is getting cold, and I'm getting hungry.
Let's start munching. I mean, we always do
Cold and
this where
hungry.
we let our stuff get cold and.
Let's start munching.
Oh, I'm ready. I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna stop laughing and start chewing. Ooh. We should come up with a name for our initial bite, because the king bite's our last bite. But
Like
let's just talk about the beef with marinara. Oh, that is classic.
beefy.
Some kind of beef.
If there was ever a classic, that was it. Classic beef meatball with marinara.
When it comes to a meatball, you can't go wrong with the old standbys.
I thought you said you had it, meatball.
That is fantastic. I just licked sauce off my hand, but it was still worth it because I washed them.
He's a sauce licker.
I washed them before, so there's no Rona.
You gotta wash your hands so you don't get the Rona.
Oh, Aaron, tell them what did we do in correlation with this special episode?
What? Oh, maybe we should watch the movie Meatballs at the same time. Not at the same time, but like watch it yesterday. So we could talk about it and kind of do a movie review / food thing, kind of. We're branching out. I mean, this might be a one-time thing. It might be a reoccurring feature. You tell us. Call the number at the bottom of the screen. Hey, that's not a number. So, 1979 Meatballs, directed by Ivan Reitman, started Ivan Reitman's career, who went on to do Ghostbusters and I assume other things. And Bill Murray, who went on to do Ghostbusters and I assume other things.
And Bill Murray plays the main character named Tripper, or Trip, to some of the people in the movie. And he's like a camp counselor, leader guy, and just all around weird guy in the movie, of course.
Wise ass kind of joking.
The description, it's only one sentence on IMDb. Wacky hijinks of counselors and campers at a less than average summer camp. And that
hilarious.
is exactly what it is. So I was telling Aaron, I kind of love the fact that there's not really a plot to it. It's just kind of slice of life and kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I like that. I don't need a big phony plot. I mean, I do sometimes, but you get it.
I just assumed it was one of those like early 80s sex comedies, like a Porky's or something, you know, with the name like Meatballs.
Yeah.
It'd be easy to make that assumption since they both basically have meat.
And they do,
in the
and
name in
they
some
do have
way.
like a little bit of that sexuality to it, but it's they don't go like over the top or anything.
It's not as like all
like
in
there's
as it
no
would be
nudity, of course, and it's more like weird like guys that are
Yeah.
into girls and like thinking they're sexy and stuff.
Curiously enough, most of the actual like sexy jokes were in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
So if you watch the trailer, you assume that you're gonna like watch this like lascivious romp, teenage camping, whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And really, it's a little more wholesome than that. Although there's some weird thing, I don't know.
but I liked it. It was fun.
I always thought that Bill Murray and Ivan Reitman really kind of got their start with Stripes.
I have such a bad memory that I don't even remember if I've seen Stripes. I think I have, but I might go rewatch that now. So
I never have, but because like Stripes, I think is generally regarded as the movie that really made Bill Murray into a star.
oh okay.
Instead of just being like, you know, the new guy on SNL.
The new guy.
Oh, to get back to the meatball, I just dumped my pesto. Look, all over my, that's the vegan. Look at that, folks. I dumped my pesto all over the vegan, I'm going to try it.
He's a vegan
I mean,
dumper,
I've had
guys.
it before, but I'm going to try it again.
And girls. And other.
I will say the meatballs do, the way that they present it in the to-go box, they really do hold up to go. Oh, man. That's fantastic.
In hindsight, I'm wishing that we didn't take like 20 minutes to like set up and talk about how we're going to do this. Because, you know.
Uh-huh.
But hey, it's all good, man.
Because they got a little cooled off.
It's all good, man. Have you been watching Better Call Saul?
No. Is it great?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's you know, it's a lot of seasons, but they're leading up to something.
Mm-hmm. But I also didn't watch Breaking Bad, just a couple episodes.
It's you know, it's not so much it's a Breaking Bad prequel, but it's really more about Bob Odenkirk's character and like his development and how he got to where he is in the thing. So you know, I mean, it's
Munchy
as
boys.
odd as it is.
Munchy
Munchy,
boys.
munchy boys. Munchy boys. Munchy boys.
Oh, man.
Munchy.
That damn vegan ball was that's hitting the spot. I saved a little
Really?
because like, yeah, cowabunga
Cowabunga,
for
man.
that meatball.
That's what I say.
Oh man, seriously though, like I'm loving that vegan ball with the pesto.
The thing I miss most about going to the actual meatball is that you can get like the whole like tray, like
Yeah,
the sampler with all the meatballs. And then they always have the meatball of the week, and they have like the risotto of the week.
Yep.
They didn't have risotto as a like. I'd rather have like risotto with my
I just dropped some.
meatball bowl instead of like waffle fries. You know, I mean, I'm not knocking waffle fries. I'm just saying.
This is what I love about being in my studio. I just dropped like a big old like crumb, and then I was like, oh well, it's my studio. There was no shining carpet to ruin. Oh yeah, meatballs. I liked the movie. It was fun. I like the weird looking kid, the main little kid that he becomes friends with.
Late 70s, early 80s movies definitely had this like weird like relationship with like this weird awkward like kid and like the weird like, you know, guy that's just kind of like, you know, kind of connected with like that. You couldn't do that now because people are too cynical now and they just seem like, you know, like say like the Doc Brown, Marty McFly type thing. You couldn't do that now because people would be like, well, wait a minute, why is this high school kid hanging out with this like creepy old Doc? You know, it's like, it just is, okay? Come on, people. Lighten up.
And first of all, I feel like a lot of people in real life actually do that or did that when they were younger.
Wait a minute, was that the same kid from The Toy? No, maybe it's not the same guy. Kind of the same awkward looking, kind of weird kid though.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that. I'm going to have to watch that. But yeah, the group of all the weird kids, the horny, you know, there's a bunch of horny kids and stuff that crawl under the girls' bunk when they hear them talking about stuff. And then the girls hear them, and I love it. I love that. Okay, Meatballs is awesome because there's the quintessential fat kid. I love that when there's the fat kid. So the fat kid and the dorky kid like crawl under the girls' like cabin to like probably try to catch a glimpse or hear what they're saying. And then the girls go out and drag him out from under the cabin. And they pull the fat kid's pants down and then they hang him like a flag from the flagpole. I love that.
One problem I have with like a lot of those 80s comedy movies. I mean, I know this one's 70s, but late 70s, early 80s, same thing. Besides the names like Tripper and
yeah.
Spaz.
Yeah, Spaz is the nerd.
And Crockett.
Yeah.
But there's always the fat kid, and they always like, make jokes about like
Very fat pair of pants hanging on the flagpole this morning.
So the reason I didn't mind it on this one is because the fat kid was kind of a little douchebag boy. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't just the shy, like nice fat kid. He was like kind of a douche. Like, I don't know.
But the fat kid in Teen Wolf is literally named Chubby.
Oh my god.
The entire movie, they're calling him Chubbs. Like, hey, Chubbs, catch the ball, Chubbs. Fat shame much?
I know.
But it also has characters named Boof and Styles.
I'm looking at IMDb, and one thing that I kind of don't like about the format, I wish they would change this. So I'm looking at the cast, and it says, Bill Murray, Tripper. And of course I know that, but it's showing all the actor with their current photo, and it's like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
like
seeing a current photo doesn't really tell you what this person looked like in like 1979.
Here's a funny thing that I kind of laughed at. The guy that plays Spaz, his photo on IMDb is from the movie as him as Spaz, which what does that tell you right away?
He hasn't done anything else.
That's why I thought it was kind of funny, as I bet he either didn't do anything else or that's like his biggest role.
There's nothing really spazzy about the character Spaz.
Yeah.
But like everybody knew his name was Spaz, and everybody would chant Spaz, Spaz, Spaz.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's just like they're really trying to drive home the fact that this kid's name is Spaz.
And that he's weird. I know what you mean though. Like it's like an overreach of character, basically. Like, speaking of character, I just dumped the creamy Alfredo all over I always forget what mixtures I get. I think it's the pesto chicken. Yep. I dumped my creamy Alfredo all over my pesto chicken, and I'm about to take my bite. Ooh, this one's pretty saucy, folks.
Saucy.
I'm loving this meatball theme, though.
Speaking of Chubbs, the actor that played Chubbs in Teen Wolf, Mark Holton, probably around the same time, played Francis in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I know you are the light of mine.
Oh.
And John Wayne Gacy in Gacy.
Oh my God. Don't you love going down like rabbit holes of following like different IMDb people and links? Or
Oh, yeah.
You might have already known those ones, but I love doing that. And you're like, what? I love doing that. That could make for a fun show in itself, a fun podcast or video cast or whatever, like where two people are streaming or like on camera and they're just following rabbit holes of different people and talking about it. And you focus on like one movie. That'd be fun.
I like that. Like the whole rabbit hole degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing.
And it could be called The Rabbit Hole. Oh, that's going to have to be our second project.
That's our second podcast. You heard it here, folks. Registered trademark.
Oh, man. What are you munching now?
All of it.
How are those fries? I mean, obviously they weren't hot and fresh like we used to get when we went there, like when we were dining in.
Oh, they're good. They're good. It'd be better if we were dining in. Stupid.
I know.
COVID ruining everything.
I know. It's like,
man, those bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers are hot. Just got a really hot bite a moment ago, and hot, super hot. Elmer Bernstein did the score for Meatballs, who later did stuff like Ghostbusters, and before that did like Great Escape. There was one moment, like one musical cue, that was almost identical to like what he plays in Ghostbusters. You're like,
Get out of here. I bet you they heard us. Get out of here.
and that would have been like 3 or 4 years earlier, but that was kind of like one of his styles, kind of the...
I noticed right away because I'm obsessed with the movie Heavyweights. Heavyweights completely takes influence from Meatballs because Heavyweights is another camp movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Oh,
I mean,
you would
I
love
know the movie,
it.
but I haven't seen it, though.
Yeah, so there was so many things that you could tell that it definitely influenced them. It was weird because even like the main kid's dad's name was Maury and stuff, and like just even like the way the dad was and like different stuff like that. And then also just the camp, the vibe of the camp, and the some of the music and stuff like that. It was funny. I could tell that they kind of got influenced by that.
One of the things that bothered me, though, is the Morty character, like the, I don't know, the camp owner or other camp guy.
Mm-hmm.
They kept picking on him for no real reason. It wasn't like a Revenge of the Nerds or something where like this guy, set himself up as a heel or something so that there's a reason for them to pick on him. They were just like putting up in trees, leaving him off in the middle of the lake, and all kinds of weird things for no reason.
Yeah.
This is funny, but it's
I wonder why they did. I know, and they have him look dopey.
Mm-hmm.
Like they made him look Meatballs and and the meatballs.
Meatballs. We're gonna be a meatball.
So they made the camp owner guy Morty look kind of dorky and weird, and maybe they were just trying to capture like kids being kind of like cruel and like for no reason and kind
But
of
it wasn't
dumb.
so much the kids, it was like Bill Murray.
Oh, that is weird.
He was the one that was
I
like
don't
always
know.
like setting up all the pranks.
I think that I wonder if back then that was just considered like more of a comedy go-to or something.
But like,
to
where did that
tease somebody.
start? Because it's such a weird trope in those kind of movies, like
I know.
oh, here's this character we don't like. We're gonna play pranks on him. Ha ha ha. You
Yeah.
know.
We're gonna tease him.
Cowabunga, man.
We're gonna tease him. Okay, I have my final slider on my plate. I'm about to dump on the marinara.
Oh man, go for it.
Ooh.
I'm almost to the end of my meatballs. At least from my
that's
bowl.
the thing. This is my last slider, which means that's not too far from the you know what? I can't say it yet, but the final. So the Blackstone Meatball's great. Usually like dining in, of course, because it's a fun environment. They have good drinks. Everything's fun. I don't know.
Well, there's one thing that's not fun about it.
What?
And that's at no fault, to my knowledge, of the people that run their place. Because they're
Yeah.
all lovely people. But the Blackstone tax.
Oh.
Omaha has too many
You want to talk about that?
weird little restaurant entertainment taxes. So you're already paying like a 2% food and beverage tax in the city of Omaha. But in Blackstone, you're paying the Blackstone tax so they can build a Blackstone hotel or whatever for ridiculous.
And you know who cares about that? Not us.
Not us. Don't make us pay for it.
We don't need to subsidize. Are we going to get a free room? Are they going to tally up how much we've paid over the years? Because we do always go to Blackstone. So can I have a free night stay? I don't know.
I'll avoid going to Blackstone just to not pay the Blackstone tax out of principle. Don't get me wrong. I love supporting, the businesses that are there. Night Owl, Meatballs, Ground Floor Guitar.
Really?
All right, I'm going to go for my King Bite here.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, look at this. Get all the extra sauce. Get the... Oh, I don't want to lose my meatball.
Oh, set it up. Set it up.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the summer camp movies in general, but... King Bite moment here, guys. King Bite. Music. Da-da-da-da.
Oh. Fantastic.
I'm going to have to lick the plate clean.
That's lovely. I got a couple more bites here, but I'm loving all this.
I did not touch my meatball sub, but I was going to sample it and kind of talk about it, but you know what? Maybe I'll just save it for later.
Yeah.
The rest of my jalapeno bacon poppers.
Ooh. Yeah, I like summer camp movies. I'm weird. They are not. Oh, sorry. You're going to have to. Well, we can cuss. Are they literally mowing our lawn?
Are they?
Oh my God. Yes, our mower guys got here.
One thing that really struck me as interesting, the opening scene for the movie. Bill Murray is fumbling for the alarm clocks. You see the alarm clocks. You see this hand reaching to shut the alarm off.
Yeah.
The hand reaches over, turns on an amplifier. You hear a hum, reaches over and grabs the microphone, then pulls down to announce. Did that opening sequence seem at all familiar to you?
Well, so here's the thing is for me, it's not going to be what you're thinking, but that something like that happens on Heavyweights too. But did it remind you of, was it like a Camp Anawana thing, or what were you thinking that was like?
Back to the Future, man.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Back to the Future, I mean, it's obviously a lot more drawn out and there's plutonium and stuff, but I mean, like, it starts on the clocks, it goes to this machinery, and it shows all these little things like, talking about Doc Brown and like, just in the background, little background story things. And the TV that says something about the, looking for the terrorists and plutonium, and then you see the door open and the skateboard roll over by the plutonium. Then you see the hand on the amplifier turning everything on, and you hear the sounds, and then like, then you see the guitar pick, and then he hits the and the thing,
Oh, okay. Do. We are the Munchie Boy Ahoys.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Aaron, I'm so freaking annoyed. Literally, like I'm in my office where my window goes right out to the backyard, and they're freaking, of course, mowing. They never come mow ever, and they come the one like 30 minutes that I'm down here doing a podcast. Now I know how Mark Maron feels.
Not
okay?
cool. That's why mowing. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
But you want to know what's not annoying though?
What?
As I scoop up sauce with my king bite.
Scoop that sauce, Tony. He's
Here
such
we
a
go.
sauce scooper.
I'm going for my king bite. Maybe I'll wait till the mower goes by. Okay, here we go. King bite. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yum.
Pork meatball, marinara.
That looks so good. Look at that. Feedback. That was, of course, not the feedback.
Oh my gosh, that was fantabofastic.
Fantabofastic. Dynamite.
I'm being food drastic. You're literally going to have to edit out mowing sound on my end, but that's okay during dead air.
Editing out mowing sound, editing out chomping
Unless
sound.
we like that.
Editing out...
I mean, that's real life, though. You know, just like that. I mean, at least those sounds are fun.
Munchy boys. Munchy boys.
The streaming edition.
Munchy boys.
Social distancing.
Your social distancing on video. See, it's on the YouTube or the Spotify.
If I looked out the window right now, I could awkwardly make eye contact with the mower.
Make awkward contact with him like that.
You know what I should do is bang on the window, and then when he looks, just look at him and be like,
point to the mic like I'm recording.
"Recording."
Should I take a bite out of the meatball sub?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to redo your king bite because you kind of like it. Kind of was the whole point of the king bite is that it's your absolute last bite.
Oh well.
You're like, yeah, but
at
it was the last of the meatball.
Sorry, meatball sub.
Well, you had a jalapeno popper after, so you might as well try it.
No.
You're like, I want that for dinner.
In fact, see this meatball sub, Tony?
What?
I switched
That was
boxes.
very light. It just kind of floated through the air.
You fell for it.
That was awesome.
All three of those viewers on YouTube fell for it. They thought he didn't just throw his what do you call it? Maybe like the sneak bite or the thief bite. Maybe that's like the bite after the king bite when you're like, I gotta shovel more food in my mouth.
Well, what I used to say is I would say like 3, 2, 1, blast off. But then if I needed more time, I would go 3, 2, 1, blast off, return, 3, 2. Like I accounted for a return to dock.
That meatball sub with the chicken meatball and the Alfredo or whatever sauce. Really good. I can't wait to eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
Not for now, though.
It's amazing.
But the second we stop rolling, I'm just going to loosen up my belt buckle. I'm not wearing a belt.
Mm-hmm. So all in all, the movie's Meatballs. What would you say?
Alan Alda wasn't in the movie Meatballs, Tony.
Oh, I said all in all.
What is this? At least my pinkies aren't out today. That's got to count for something.
I know, exactly. Oh, my God.
Must be a pizza thing for me.
But I like the movie Meatballs. I like the Blackstone Meatballs. So my all in all is that everything's all good. Meatball good.
Meatball good. It's meatball good, man.
I'm looking at the guy out there mowing to see if I happen to know who it is. I don't know why.
You should hold the fork out to him and say like,
I'm like, is that the kid that I used to know that mowed lawns? I don't know. No, that's not him.
You caught me licking my fork. I'm a fork licker, Tony.
He's still going, folks. I'm done. I got the four sliders.
I've got not bites, but I've got it's like the batter when you're making like brownies or cookies or something. Oh, well, extra.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking I would play, since this is a special streaming episode, I could play back the audio you sent me and sing a little Meatball song as you.
Do that.
Are you still munching?
I'm done. So
Aaron, do you want to explain what you did and what you used?
Yes. I was watching Meatballs last night, and I was like, man, it'd be fun to do something kind of in the style of like this camp music. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't sound like fun, really. So I was like, well, maybe I'll use something that came out in like 1979. And I was going to use my Roland Jupiter 4, which would have been from 78 to 80, so within that time range. And I got it out and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling the Roland Jupiter 4. I mean, don't get me wrong. Love the Roland Jupiter 4. Sounds great. It sounds like this. Instead, I used the Roland D05, their D50 modern update boutique model. Now, the Roland D50 came out in 1987 and was used on countless pop hits. Like, if you just dig through the presets, you immediately hear... Well, I won't tell you what you're going to hear because, just listen to the song. And I only used famous presets that were in, like, quite notable pop songs and not really necessarily trying to, like, play the stuff that they were played in, but just fun little nods to amuse myself at 5 a.m. And then I sent it to Tony, and then I realized when I got up at 8 that the file was not actually attached to the email. He'd respond to something like, "Ooh, it sounds good," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't."
Well, I meant like that idea sound good.
I get it. But and normally when we're here together, we get to play and jam in real time, and like it's just 10 different layers of Roland DO5 looks a little bit like this.
Whoa.
Huh?
Nice.
I literally had to dust it off, literally, Tony, because it was covered in dust.
Meatballs, meatballs, Blackstone Meatball.
We watched the movie and then we ate the meatballs.
We had Romesco pork and beef and the vegan chicken Alfredo and pesto.
It was so good, yeah.
Then Aaron made this track that sounds so 80s. So let it ride.
I keep the 80s sounds alive with my Roland DL5. Look out, Tony, we're eating meatballs tonight. All right.
Munchie boys.